The Bubonic Plague, or the Black Death, as it is sometimes called, devastated Europe during the 14th century. The bubonic plague is a lymphatic system infection. It is a zoonotic disease, meaning it mainly stays with rodents and their fleas. When the infected flea bites a human, the disease is transmitted. The victim's skin will blacken due to subepidermal hemorrhages, and the extremities would turn dark with gangrene. Other symptoms of the Black Plague include chills, high fever, muscle cramps, seizures, lymphatic gland swelling called a bubo, often found in the groin, armpits, or neck. In untreated cases, the mortality rate is between 50 and 90%. The Black Death is believed to have originated in China. Through various trading routes, it spread to Europe. Once the outbreak occurred in a town or city, frightened citizens would flee to other towns and cities, bringing the plague with them. It is believed Italian sailors returning from China had on board with them contaminated rats. When they returned to Italy, many people on the ships were already dying of the plague. The rats carrying the fleas that had the bubonic plague then escaped from the ship and brought the illness with them. It spread around Italy and eventually throughout all of Europe. The plague caused society to break down and become increasingly violent. Flagellants spread throughout the land, whipping and beating themselves in hope that God would have mercy on them. A large portion of the population in Europe at this time was either sick or dying. The peasants demanded higher wages because of the decrease in population. The landlords refused, and the peasants revolted by the end of the 1300s. The psychological effect of mass death and violence must have been terrifying. The popular nursery rhyme, Ring Around the Rosy, was based off of the pestilence. Ring Around the Rosy represents the ring around one's buboes. Pocketful of posies are the flowers people would try to smell in order to keep them healthy. Ashes, ashes are when they would burn the bodies. We all fall down is when we all die. Artist depictions of the time often included skeletons, grim reapers, and various devils. This shows what state of mind the survivors were left in. Many children were orphaned, many parents lost their children, and occasionally, entire families would be wiped out. The disease damaged the church as well. Many people questioned why God had not answered their desperate prayers for mercy. People were questioning their God and beginning to ponder other explanations. Science was making a comeback. The church was losing power. People were abandoning their gods. Politically, the church was troubled. The bubonic plague killed 25 million people, 1/3 of Europe's population. Today, there are only about 1,000 to 3,000 cases of the plague in North America. While the threat of this particular disease is nearly gone, new diseases are appearing. The biggest fear of modern science is diseases growing immune to antibiotics, which would be devastating. The Bubonic Plague was written and directed and produced and narrated by Lauren White. A special thanks to Cindy Mayo, Quinlan Robert Banyan Mayo, Sissy White, and Connor White. I hope you enjoyed.